If this is your first time here, please show me some love. If you want to see how I did this gorgeous makeup, like this is something you need, you want to go for that event, you want to go for that party, and you're always calling a makeup artist to do your makeup, girl, this channel is for you. This gorgeous makeup was done from scratch to finish on camera. So I'm going to be showing you every step of the way how I achieved this gorgeous smoky highly pigmented eyeshadow, my glossy lip, my flawless foundation. So if you think this is the kind of video you need, if you think you want to know how to do your makeup by yourself, please stay tuned and let's ride together. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for returning. So first things first, you want to wipe your face with a micellar water. Any brand will do. Yes, you need to clean off any residue on your face. Next, you want to go in with a serum. Yes, any brand will do as well, but I'm using the COSRX Snail Mucin Serum for my face. I'm also going in with the same brand. This is the moisturizer, the all-in-one cream. I really love this product. It is essential that you do not skip this step. You need to wipe, to moisturize, because it is very important in how flawless your makeup turns out. Next, you want to go in with a very good primer. I use the Milani No Pore Zone Mattifying Primer. You want to only put it on the T-zones. That's your forehead, your bridge of your nose, your chin, the cheeks, and that's it. Next, I want to glow up from within, so I'm using the Becca Liquefied Highlighter. So I have a bunch of foundations, but I'm always just drawn to MAC Studio Fix. That's my OG. You also want to make your beauty sponge a little damp, and I use the MAC Prep and Prime for that. So I usually use a foundation slightly brighter than my skin because I prefer to use a darker powder than use a darker foundation. So you can actually do what works for you. Sometimes I use my real shade and sometimes I just use a brighter one. Next, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer to highlight my face. When you're glamming yourself up, you want to take your time. You want to take it slow and steady. So you need to start your makeup ahead of that event. I'm also wetting my beauty sponge with the same MAC Prep and Prime Fix Spray. When blending out the concealer, you want to start from the outer corners first and work your way through upward. You don't want to start directly from where you have a whole lot of concealer. Take it one step at a time. Outer corners, gradually work your way upwards, and that way you'll be able to control how you blend the concealer. This is one step you don't want to rush. Blending your foundation and blending out the concealer. You don't want to rush it. You want to take it slow and steady. So instead of going in with a loose powder first, I prefer to go in with a pressed powder. This way it gives a smooth base for me to blend out my loose powder whenever I use it. You want to use a shade or 2 shades lighter than your natural shade to do this. And for this step, you only apply on the areas where you have put the concealer. From the same palette, I'm taking a very dark shade to contour, to low light, the sides of my face, my forehead, my under chin. So I usually do not like to cream contour because I just feel like it gives the same effects. So why go through the stress? So powder contour is for me. So let me put it out here that if you have any questions, you can just leave it in the comment section. If there's any step you do not understand, please leave it in the comment section. Thank you. So blending out your low light into the beginning of your brows gives an amazing effect. You want to try that out. Next, I'm going in with the Morphe blush palette, the 9-in-1. I can't remember the number or the shade, but yeah, this is what I'm using. I'm using a powder blush today, not a cream blush. So when applying your blush, you don't just want to put it on a spot. You want to go in circular motion first, then sweep it up as though you are contouring your face. So next, I'm applying the highlighter. I'm using the Revolution highlighter palette to do this. When applying to my nose, I don't go directly with a brush. I use my fingers on the highest point of my nose and then on the bridge of my nose. Then I just use my fingers to smoothen it out. Next, I'm going in with my loose powder. This is the Hairspun powder. I really love this powder. It works wonders. So because we used the lighter pressed powder earlier on, it's going to give a smooth effect. Next, I'm going in with my Gioni USA eyeshadow palette. I'm not sure if this is in the part anymore, but yeah, I have had this for a long time now. I really love the colors in it. I took a matte eyeshadow right in the palette just for the crease of my eyes first. Before doing anything else, I just want to create a transition color right there before applying any form of eyeshadow. When applying your transition colors, you want to go in circular motions, then drag up a little bit, like, gradually. You don't just go all at once. Take it a little quantity at a time. Make sure it is well blended out. And yeah, for that part, I'm putting the Hairspun powder just to reduce the smile lines. Next up, I'm using the Benign Clown White. It serves as a primer for me, so that's what I use for my eyeshadow primer whenever I need to use an eyeshadow primer. The consistency of this product is quite thick, so I prefer to use my fingers to do the job. I just feel the brush doesn't do it as much as, as perfect as your fingers will. Next, I'm taking a black eyeshadow, black matte eyeshadow to smoke out my eyes. This is a good base for any kind of smoky you want to create. I prefer to use a dark color first, like the black color, to serve as the base before I apply any other color. Just like any other product, you want to take it little quantity. When you take it little by little, you can navigate your way around any form of mistake. Yeah, because of course no one is above mistake. Next, I'm going with my BH Cosmetics Day and Night palette. I'm mixing the 3 blues that I just showed you right now over the black I already created earlier on. Can you see what I'm seeing? Can you see the effect of that blue? Just one shade of blue will not give you this color. This is amazing. Like, I just love this shade of blue. I'm using a soft brown transition color to just blend out the edge of the blue eyeshadow. Notice I did not go directly into the eyeshadow. I'm blending out from where it stopped, just to blend upwards into the crease of my eyes. This requires a lot of patience. Remember, it's a smoky eye. You don't want to mess up your eyeshadow, so you need to gradually blend it out. You don't want the blue to be too much. You don't want the dark color to be too all over the place in the crease of your eyes, and as well, you don't want to leave it unblended. So you need to be patient about that. So next, I'm going in with the eyeshadow palette. The powder palette, just to soften the dark colors. You might need to look closely at the video to understand what I'm talking about. I want to make this highly pigmented, so I'm going in with the Lutestar Cosmetics. This is a Nigerian brand. I think I used the Electric Blue and Yasmin. So to further confuse the colors, I'm not one to just use one color on my eyes, so I try to mix a whole bunch of colors to get what I want. You might want to try that out because it usually gives a nice effect. I'm lining my eyes, the outer corner, with a dark matte eyeshadow. At this point, it's time to dust off the excess loose powder. So right now I'm going to start with my brows. You need to use a spooling brush to brush it upwards. Before we do the brows, I'm just lining the eyes with a random liquid liner. I'm not sure I remember the name of this liner. I'm sorry. Starting with the brows, I'm using the Davis pencil in shade number 3. Because that's for the dark skin girls. If you're a bit like caramel, you can go for 18. You want to take your brows in short, like very short strokes, so you don't make mistakes. Notice I did not take the pencil directly in front of my brows. That's because you want to make it as natural as possible. You don't want to give this fake effect from the beginning of the brows. Even when shading through, you need to make it in strokes and as soft as possible. Then go back to using your spooling brush to smoothen it out. Next, I'm just highlighting the brow bone with LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn. You want to use an angle brush for this. Blending the concealer out, you want to use a round, very tiny powder brush to do that. But sometimes I use my hands to blend out because I just feel the hands works magic when blending. To further soften the effect of the concealer, I used a lighter shade of powder to smoothen it out. Next, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix powder to smoothen the entire face. So next, I'm using the Kiss Beauty Gel Pencil in shade Black to, line the under eye. If you know you tear up a lot and you want a swift effect, you need to go in with a very soft pencil. A cold pencil will do the magic for you. I also smoked out my under eye with a soft brown. I'm going back in with my Morphe blush palette. Doing this makes your blush last longer. I'm also highlighting again, and this makes it last longer as well. To fix your lashes, you want to use a good eyelash glue. I use the Eye Envy by Kiss. This works magic. Just apply the lash glue on your eyelashes. Give it about 30 to 35 seconds to get tacky, and then voila. Gently place it as close to your natural lash as possible. To line the outer corner of my lips, I'm using Davis pencil in the shade 03. When lining your lips, you don't just want to draw a straight line and then just leave it at that. You want to spread out as though you're applying a lipstick. But this time around, you're not applying completely as a lipstick. You want to apply such that it gives like an O effect in the middle of your lips. Here I'm lining again with a Jordana pencil. It's a softer brown. Because of the kind of lips effect I'm going for, I'm using a very soft shade of pink from MAC. I think it's in the shade Bear. I'm not completely sure. So I just applied that a little bit, just a little bit on my lips. You want to make sure that at the end of the entire makeup, you want to fix the makeup. So a good fixing spray will do that magic. It calms the entire makeup down. So right now I'm going in with my lip gloss. I'm not using the clear lip gloss, although it's a clear lip gloss, but it's a magic lip gloss. So that's what I'm using right now, and I love the effect of it. And the makeup is done. I'm sure you love it like I do. So right now I just want to glow up my shoulders, my neck. So I'm going to use my body cream St. Ives with the Becca liquefied highlighter. I just mixed both up and then I rubbed all over my shoulders and my chest. And I love this. If you like this makeup and you learned a thing or two, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have one or two questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Thank you so much. Till I see you in my next video. I love you. Bye.